Episode 5. Sanctum has a brand new bandit lurking on the rooftops. Or what few rooftops there are, anyway. I went ahead and got some gear upgrades. It seems like the shop had some new stock in sale after I reached level 10. Not only did I get the duelist garb from Sally, but she was also selling this iron level set of gear, which maybe became available as soon as level 7 based on the item level here. But it was a huge upgrade to what I was using for a while. Even if these are the lowest rarity, common, they're still higher level than the rare stuff that I had on previously. Also this ring. Still no replacement for the initiate cloak that I got pretty early on though. But the main thing is getting a bow upgrade, which is huge. I think previously I did like 3 to 7 damage or something, or 3 to 8. This is a big upgrade in both the minimum and the maximum. I also messed around with the hotbar to get used to it a little bit more. It seems like the poison arrow and ability 2, this killer jab, both of those are used to decrease defense. So ideally I would use them in quick succession and then use some of my heavier hitting abilities, which I only have a couple of, I guess, while that debuff is on. Something like this. Ah, not that one. Still getting used to these bindings. And the debuffs appear under the enemy's health bar when you're locked on. Or just staring at them, I guess. Currently Payday is my heaviest hitting attack just because I upgraded it all the way. Even more than Killer Jab. But if I upgrade Killer Jab one more time, then it'll be stronger. $32 damage versus, currently, 23. But at level 2 this becomes 34 damage, and that's only rank 2 out of 5. It seems to be the main damage dealer. Of course, I am interested, now that I'm getting these abilities that actually do damage, actually unlocking inner focus and slotting that in somewhere, considering that gives a 100% crit chance. Probably pretty important to use in combination with Killer Jab when it's leveled up. And I was thinking about where to allocate these stats, but unlike what I previously thought, my stats didn't reset upon becoming a bandit. I thought that was a feature that was in the previous build I played, but maybe I'm misremembering. All of my stats stayed the same, so I was thinking about upgrading strength to get more stamina, but even putting 3 points into that, there's no apparent upgrade in stamina yet. I think I'll hang on to these points for a little while, just to see how many points I need to upgrade stamina and how many points in stamina that gives. My current stamina is actually only 14, pretty low, but it's 25 now thanks to the bandit garb, which seems to prioritize stamina some way. Actually, that should only give me 8. Where am I getting this extra stamina from? I'm getting plus 11. So I'm getting plus 3 from the ring. Right, this is also a thief ring, pretty much. There's a red and blue version of this ring in Sally's shop. But if I do replace this gear with higher level gear, which I'm going to have to, it's not a great chance that it's going to give me higher stamina. And the 3 abilities down on 1, 2, and 3 are all stamina cost, in addition to blocking taking up stamina. I'll run up pretty quickly if I unequip this gear later on, so I may want to invest now in getting higher stamina as a base stat. One last little bit of shopkeeping, so to speak. Oh, not this. The mastery. Each of the guardians give out different masteries pertaining to their weapons. Enoch has the melee weapons for strengths, and of course Angela has the magical ones. It seems like based on what they say here, you can only pick up one if I'm reading this right. And I'll probably go with the guitars, just because I'm a bandit and I want to go into melee, so this would be the only option so far. Unless I rebound one of the other weapons as a dex-based thing using the other shop, but I'll worry about that later. Well, wouldn't you know? I didn't think I'd be offering such a thing, but I'll let you in on it. Way back when, I was always fighting to dominate in the business, making sure things were getting taken care of. At that time, I used special techniques using guitars. Sharp little things, able to slice and knock out competition in a heartbeat. If you'd be interested in knowing some of that skill, I can teach you. Take this scroll. It'll give you the boost you need to pummel them runts into the dirt. In case you want to think it over twice, I'm always here to give another scroll if you need it. Just know that the scroll will vanish if you drop it. You hear? And we'll read the scroll. Now. How does this work? Is it under skills? I guess not. I guess we just know it now. Any explanation, Sally? Are we just allowed to know this? Know all of them? I'm surprised this quest didn't go away. Ever thought you'd be interested in the know-how on using ranged weapons? It may come as a shock to you, hon, but I know my way around using them and taking down things when the job needs to be done. Ranged weapons have been a lifesaver for me and my crew. If you'd be interested in knowing some of that skill, I can teach you. Take this scroll. Learning it can give you the ability to use ranged weapons at their best potential. In case you want to think it over twice. I'm always here to give another scroll if you need it. Just know that the scroll will vanish if you drop it, you hear? This whole thinking it over twice thing makes me think you can only learn one, but let's see. And does she still have the other scroll? Or did it like repopulate? No, I guess you can just master everything? Well, let's see. I can't do the charge attack. Is it actually under skills after all? I see, it was under here. Right, like the other scrolls that we used. And I do actually need ranks to level this up. Earns the ability to be more adept with guitars. Unlocks the guitar charge attack. Plus 5 stamina. No explanation on what that attack is though. And this just increases the ranged weapon attack speed. No charge attack. Well, that's good, the attack speed and all. It's good that it's not just a base damage increase, although the DPS inherently increases with this, but it's more of a utility thing, knowing that the attacks come out quicker. This, though, is a charge attack I'm more interested in. Unfortunately, I spent all my points like a fool. Next rank next level up I get, if I do get stat points, I was going to put it into inner focus, but I can only have 6 abilities down here at a time. I was thinking of maybe replacing Mist Veil just to have more offensive capability, but buying a stat reset book from Sally is pretty costly, just to reset 1 point. We'll see. Alright. Where did I leave off my quests again? I think I should go back into the catacombs, level 6 through 12, and clear out both Rattle Cage Rage and the Voice of Zolnaruda. If I can, anyway. Of course, as a bandit, I'm in the know on certain rumors. Damn, Angela, what are you doing with all that? We have fun, Angela and I. Apparently the achievement for that is bugged, though. What a shame. I can teleport to the catacombs. Second attempt at this. Teleported out after the first room last time, but now that we have bandit class, maybe we'll actually be able to do something. This layout seems somewhat familiar. Yes, I remember this one from the easy mode. Yeah, that's how you do it. Oops. That's not the right move. How was I recovering health just now? I used to have recovery on the square button, but I have to remember now it's on right trigger and circle. Does Mist help me recover HP? Oh, it does. Vanishing themselves and healing for a short time. Well, it's a good thing that these are both on circle, so if I accidentally press one over the other, they'll both heal me. Actually, I could maybe use this as my main healing, if I replaced recovery. Of course, they both work on different cooldowns, so maybe I could have both on. 5 health every 1.2 seconds. Lasts for 3 seconds, so not that much healing. But I guess combined with the other one. Sneak attack. Slime event. Oh dear. Had to use an item there. Others are still on cooldown. They got more range than I expect. I'm actually low on mana for once. Currently, the amount of stamina that I have and the amount of mana that I have is pretty comfortable for using the abilities whenever I want, but the cooldowns probably decrease the further I get in, meaning I'll be using these more often and draining my resources. Energetic. That's the same ring that I have right now, right? Just with some kind of enchantment. More stamina. Cool. Well, now I know that there's an energetic enchantment that I can try to re-roll for at the other shop. I haven't really messed around with that yet, but maybe if I have the resources, I can go around enchanting my gear with energetic stuff. I wish this sorted in a way I like having all of the gear at the bottom, and then the weapons and the rings at the top. Instead, I think it sorts based on what was most recently equipped or something like that. It doesn't really matter. I missed. Using a skill swaps to the weapon that uses it. Like this swaps to melee, and this swaps to the bow. So sometimes I forget what I have out. Should be easy, just based on my most recent skill, but... The bomb also has an effect of making the enemy stunned for a bit. I should use that more often. To my advantage. Or was it the bomb? It was that attack. A payday. Stuns the target, additionally making them drop currency. I just thought of it as a high damaging attack that makes them drop money. But the stun is more useful than I think, or than I realized. I've been going with a kind of rotation of using Venom Shot, and then Killer Jab to get their defense down, and immediately following up with Payday whenever they're in a group. But I have to remember they get stunned after that, so maybe once they're all stunned, I can swoop in with a bomb. If they're moving too fast, then they kind of go over the bomb before it explodes. But if they're all stunned, I can probably lay the bomb in between everyone, while also getting some melee damage in. Of course, I can forego the Venom Shot in that rotation because it only hits one target most of the time, but it'd be good to use any stronger enemies in the group. Or, of course, against a single target. New classes. I don't think I had those before. I'm going the wrong way. Third jump in the triple jump doesn't give that much height, and actually the second jump in the double jump doesn't either. I guess the double jump and the triple jump are about equal in height. Right, this layout. I need to go to here first. This is just treasure. Oh ho! A new skill. I'm spoiled for skills. And this one doesn't seem like... Oh, it's not a magic skill, but it's also not a bandit skill either. It's a strength one. Is there a limit to how many skills I can learn? Hopefully not. Wish I could move these around. Put the ones that I actually want to put points in at the top. Deals damage to a target with a chance to kill them instantly if they are low on health. Wow. Pretty good cooldown. Not much damage at the initial rank, and there's only 3 ranks. 10% chance to instantly kill a target with less than 30% health. But this probably works on bosses, right? I don't think this is the kind of game that would hard limit you from using such an ability. A 10% chance every 6 seconds, and that percent chance probably increases with each level. Maybe the cooldown doesn't get any shorter than 6 seconds, but that's a pretty good way to wipe out a boss low on HP. Although for the mobs that are around, it's probably quicker to just take them down with other skills. Only if there was something with a high HP pool. Maybe there are some enemies that aren't bosses that fit that description. Oh. The bomb range isn't that great, but the damage is pretty hefty, I think. Hefty enough. And the radius will get bigger. If I get used to using it now, then it'll only pay off later on. I accidentally used mist back there instead of recovery, but I guess it worked out. That was unnecessary, but I like it. Alright. I think we're up against the boss now. I guess the sweep, which we used for, or needed to do for Rattlecage Rage, the quest, doesn't include the boss. This is my first time jumping into one of these. I didn't realize it would take you to a different room, but I guess that makes sense for randomization. Alright, abilities are done cooling down. Here we go. Oh, great. Can't parry those, it seems. Gotta dash out of the way. Just getting used to this. Don't want to rush things. Oh, that's on cooldown. Bringing in the ads, huh? Oh dear. Oh, that still hit. I'll be careful how this drains my stamina. Those linger for a while. Give me a sec. And combo. Somehow my attack got interrupted, oh no. Just gotta kill the boss then. It was a bit hard to keep track of things. Sometimes the cooldown is a bit hard to see in the middle of battle. Like on the recovery scale in slot 6. I think I'd like it if it were the same color it is right now whenever it's on cooldown. But the little cooldown wheel is more opaque, overlapping it. Like on skill 3, the one that's rotating clockwise right now. Right now the rotating wheel, so to speak, is too close to the color of the faded ability icon. So it's hard to see how much time there is before it cools down. I guess that's to make it obvious that you can't use it. So right now it's pretty obvious compared to the other icons, but that just makes it a bit harder to see the actual cooldown. I don't know. I'm not a professional UI design guy or anything like that, so that's just a reaction. Maybe this is the best way it would look currently. Treasure chest. Petrified bow? Wow. This is like the first bow that I've picked up. I had to buy a bow to get an upgrade for that. Level 13. I'm still a ways off. It was interesting that the boss's ranged attacks weren't really parryable, so I had to focus more on dodging them, or maybe I just failed the parry timing. I guess I could pick these up and learn them, but they would just kind of clog my skill screen. I'll just leave it as it is, I suppose. Ah, just enough to level up then. Did I already read this? I don't think I did. The world is healing, little one. You must see what lies further beyond and press on. If memory serves, there is a portal in the Eiffel Terrace, leading to an ancient keep. Within the east and west wing chambers, there are sigils that must be attuned to your soul. Please be prepared for what may dwell there. By the way, how much does this actually give me? Oh, guess I gotta highlight the item itself. For a short duration, don't actually know how long. I was just thinking that I can turn in the quest to Sally for that as well. I should have enough items now, right? Yeah. Well, rather in the heat of battle, let's try using it right now just to see how it feels like. Oh, left. Actually, I want to move that. Maybe... No. Let's put it here after all. This way it's down on the D-pad, same as the healing item. The same way that I have the healing item overlapping the same button as Mist Veil, which are kind of the same thing. Only the way that I have it now is they're kind of on opposites. I have to press right trigger to use it here, and then I don't use right trigger to use Mist Veil. It doesn't really matter, but it's probably better this way. Whatever. Oh, I have 6 stat points too. Now, how much do I actually need to upgrade stamina? What the? Increases attack power and max stamina. How does this not increase my stamina? 6 points. Hang on. Maybe it's the items I'm wearing? These give me a stamina boost, so maybe those are like masking it or something? No. Yeah, it wouldn't make sense if that were the case. They would have to stack. The stamina increase from levels and stamina increase from gear. I just thought when it said max stamina, I don't know if that'd be somehow different, but strange. None of these other things increase stamina. Maybe I'll hold on to these stats for one more level up and just see if increasing strength to 10 gives you even 1 point of stamina. If it doesn't, then I'm probably going to ignore this whole stamina increase thing and just go for enchantments or something. That almost doubles my stamina. Time for inventory management. I would do this off screen, but oh well. We're hanging on to this one. This is a Geist size, and this is a mini Geist size, so I guess they're technically different. We'll just leave them both in there, I guess. Precise Demi-Crypt Blade. I guess that's different from the Crypt Blade. We're gonna run out of slots if we start splitting hairs like this. Oh, we have an exotic one, actually. And these are journeyman spectacles, so I guess they're different from the initiate ones. We can try them on, I guess. Oh, they're different colors. Might as well keep them. Can't right-click on these in this menu. Part of the journeyman set, so here. Same as what I have. Iron axe hammer. Goes in the heavy melee mold. And it's level 7. This is all really just for vanity in the end. Alright. Management done. Just gotta sell. This was strengths, but I could make it dex. Oh, we'll worry about it later. This is a shop that I've kind of been ignoring, I guess. Vivian. Could make this enchanted and see what we get. Just takes rocks for the iron gear. I tried putting in a slime thing here before, and it took slime items to enchant it, as well as money. And of course there are tokens for these, but I accidentally wasted a strengths token when clicking around here, and turned a thing to strengths. But it seems like it's free to turn an item back to its original alignment, so at least I didn't waste a green token. Let's go gambling. Precise enchantment. Dex power +4 and critical chance. I'm not sure if I'll notice that, but... How much is that exactly? Dex power. We have 30, which means it was 26 before. A pretty good increase, I guess. We could enchant all of these, I guess. Anything that's common. Probably a waste to enchant this if we're planning on replacing it sometime, whenever we get an upgraded cloak. Or a higher level one. We ideally want energetic, in case we have to replace some other thing. Oh, this one only takes money. How often am I going to be replacing my gear, do I think? It's hard to say. Well, we'll roll it one time and see what we get. Magical? Let this be a lesson. We won't go gambling anymore. Did I talk to you before? I don't think I did. Tell me about weapon scaling. Right, so if you put an equipable weapon into the enchanting slot, you can change the damage scale on it. Depending on what you want to do, you're going to need some stones to do this sort of thing. For strength you need might stones. Dexterity will need agility stones. Lastly, mind requires flux stones. Got it? Anyways. If the weapon is inherited to the scale you want, then it won't cost any stones. Cool, right? The stones can be found around the world, but they can also be sold from vendors too. The stones are pricey, so I won't cheap out on you and add more to the cost. So, you're welcome. No stupid questions, please. Enchanting. Okay, so this is how enchanting works. You give me a piece of equipment, weapons or armor can do. Depending on the equipment, it'll cost crowns. Rare items will additionally need trade items to enchant. Make sure the equipment isn't formally exotic, though. I can't enchant those. They're already too strong. Enchanting is a delicate process, and it's nearly impossible to choose which one you want. Because of that, you'll get a random enchantment each time. Any existing one on an item will be taken over. I hope you understood all that. I'd rather not give you the rundown again. Yep, basically understood. Apprentice? Yep, I'm Angela's apprentice. A mystic. Part of her studies. I branched off to study more on enchanting rather than studying offensive magic. I think it's more chill. It makes good cash too. When things go well anyways. I respect Angela. If it weren't for her, I wouldn't be here. You should respect her too. She says that after I smacked Angela's big butt. Not at the beginning of this episode. Well, in a form, that's a form of respect, wouldn't you say? No? Maybe not. You're cute. Keep it to yourself, buddy. I mean it. Yeah, that's not a question. I'll keep on telling it until you get it through your thick skull. Are you sure about that? You might not be saying that after I kick your face in. You really are Angela's apprentice. Shut up. Hey, don't startle me like that. One more try. Maybe she'll understand this time. You know, some things are better off being unsaid. Alright. Enoch, Zulnaruda's slain. The hunt is complete. The Sanctum Catacombs is a never-ending hellscape, driven in a goal to bring Sanctum to its knees. Fortunately for us, they're too stupid to realize who they're dealing with. The amount of patience I have with these pathetic creatures is running thin. With the privilege of my strength imbued with your soul, we can make the undead scream in agony together. Say 25 toxins, 15 death gels, and 30 geists. You can find them in the normal Sanctum Catacombs. This should be a humorous reminder for the undead to know exactly who controls this land. Level 6, and we only get defense potions. Oh, and magic potions and evasion potions. I didn't even notice evasion stat. I knew it kind of activated whenever we did a dodge. That probably increases your evasion stat momentarily during the dodge. Maybe to 100% or something like that. I would assume 100%. I haven't gotten hit while dodging yet. While you're flashing white like that. But just having a base evasion stat is interesting. I'm not sure if I'd ever notice an enemy missing me while it's attacking me. Maybe I'll try to pay attention for that. It's Portal, by the way. Don't know how to activate it. I've seen a couple like those, these red ones. Maybe need some kind of condition to activate them. Kind of want to finish up this mech board thing. It's been plaguing my quest log for a while. Movement. Alright, these guys should be way easier to take care of. I say that. How embarrassing. Oh my god. They're so fast. Oh. Truly underestimated them. Damn. Mech boys are still scary. Tear? Oh, we got that from Angela. I guess you can use that to revive on the spot. I don't think we lose anything for dying, but that's pretty important to use in a dungeon, I guess. I got cocky. Somehow the mech boys are still the scariest. I did notice that while I was using all of my abilities back in the Catacombs normal level dungeon, I was ignoring parrying a lot of the time. I should probably get used to using both skills and parrying. That was the wrong move. Timed that wrong. Still need one more spear. That was the wrong move again. Alright, Angela. Your damn mech boy quest is finally done. I hope it's worth it. Why did you want us to do this again? What, just to test our abilities? Consider me thoroughly tested. Jeez. Alright, at this point I guess we're just going to do the main quest, Keep Within. Could explore further into mechport territory, but I know from the previous build that just goes into the magical mechport territory, which I don't want to get into. If mech boys are scary, those guys are terrifying. I think there was an exit on the right here, which previously wasn't existent in the previous build. This will be new to me. Of course, the catacombs were new to me. They kind of overhauled the entire structure of dungeons and whatnot. Oh, I've never seen these guys before. Somehow my ability was eaten. I don't know. When I use the poison arrow, sometimes I notice I can't use the killer stab. Or somehow I do it wrong? I don't know. That time it worked, but... not sure. I might have to review the footage to see what exactly goes on there. But I guess it's fine. Ah, it jumped over me, huh? And you keep on doing it too. Wrong placement. Why am I just killing these guys? I guess I just felt like it. Is this where I came in from? Oh, this is just some kind of in-between zone, I guess. Press and keep. Think we found a new place. With the promise of adventure on the horizon, now would be a good time to take a break.